Of course he knew it. But the reality is that in 72 years and 3 months that he and I shared life here in this world, in all that time, I never said to him, Usher, my big brother Usher, whom you always called Chaim, as if I was still a little boychico in Utyan, or a little boy growing up in Lowell, Massachusetts. Usher, I never once said to you simply and clearly, Usher, I love you. I never said it. And I feel such a strange sense of regret that I never took 3 seconds out of a conversation to say, by the way, Usher, I love you. I never said it. Usher, as he loved so much in his world. He loved God and Torah and family and as soil and doing good. And Usher loved the Word with a passion. He studied words, Divrei Elokim Chayim, Torah and Tanakh and Medrash and Gemara and Shulchan Aruch and Meforshim. He loved the Word, and he filled his mind with general knowledge as well to understand the world in which he lived. And professionally, he spent, of course, so much time putting words together, teaching, lecturing, sermonizing. But when I think of your father, Shloshim, I don't think of him standing on the bima doing what I'm doing now, or even speaking at a Shabbos dinner table about yours and Dov's first grandchild. His and yours, Miriam, your first great-grandchild. When I think of Usher and the Word, that's not what I think of. I think of the way he spoke to you, to me, to anyone, on a one-to-one basis, personally, intimately, b'kedusha, b'tahara, b'ne'ima, b'chavod, b'derech eretz, b'hokara, b'mesikus, b'amisut, b'amitut, u'b'ahava. Every word that he uttered in his lovely way. Forget the orator, the speaker, the darshan, a conversation with Usher. What kind of an experience was it? You know, he had a very distinctive handwriting. If you got a letter from him, you knew immediately, right? You knew immediately this was Usher's handwriting. I call it not Ksav Ashuris, but Ksav Usher. His handwriting. And then, of course, his voice we know about. But let me coin another phrase, if I may. The language that he used, Lashon Ashuris, meaning Lashono Shel Osher, the words that he used when he spoke to you, to me, or to anyone. No one could say thank you the way he did for the smallest thing. No one could inquire about your health, your family's health, the way he did. And who could give you a compliment the way he did? And you always knew it was sincere. At the end of every long-distance telephone conversation, and unfortunately, Miriam, it was always a long-distance conversation. At the end of every conversation, even though we never said to each other, I love you, but at the end of every conversation, I felt so much better having spoken to my big brother who had spoken to me. But he never heard me say I love you. So Miriam, with you, I have a second chance in front of everybody. It is not too late. You have shown such dignity and strength since May the 20th, especially. You have cried, but you have not fallen down. Unlike Usher, your beautiful Usher, your beloved Usher, who can no longer hear me say anything on the because God wants him to. You can still hear me say, Miriam, I, Usher's little brother, I love you. He would never have lived as long as he did without the care and everything that you did for him, one health crisis after another. People ask me, was he sick? He was sick, and then he was well, and in between he was terrific. And you got him through one medical crisis after another. Of course I love you, for many reasons, but even for that alone. So I'm not going to wait in front of everybody, in front of all the distinguished rabbis. Miriam, I love you. May God bring comfort to you, to Shadi and David, to my beloved Cyril, to all of us who loved Usher, who lost Usher, and will never stop loving him. Yehi Zichro Baruch, may his memory be for us.